12 months ago, we bought this LandCruiser off a grandpa for cheap with surprisingly low kilometres. It was a little neglected, but after a polish, some new wheels and ditching the old Bullbar, it started to show some potential. Today, we're taking it to the next level and transforming it into a proper touring rig built for camping, four-wheel driving and adventure.
Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much. So you got the brains, but have you got the touch?
Whoa! G'day guys, welcome back to another episode. Today I've got Jesso here with me, and it's a very exciting day today because we are currently in Melbourne driving into traffic with the sun in our eyes, but we are heading to Raslar to get some new bar work fitted to the 76.
Happy 2026.
This is actually our first sort of video we're filming together for 2026. I know I've probably already had a couple of videos released, so
And haven't done a video together for a while, so
we haven't done a video. We've been very busy. When was the last video that we've done together? Maybe when we got this car, which was when Jess actually sold her Prado to help us get a house. So and a shed and got this 76 instead. And basically we've bought the house, we've moved in, and we haven't really done a whole heap to it. We've just been busy.
We've colour coded the flares and lifted a little bit, but we haven't done anything major to the car. We haven't really had time to go away either with moving in to the house and a few other trips, so it's the 76 time.
And Jess has also got a new Fat Bars snorkel and airbox, which she actually fitted herself while I was away in Tasmania on the Build Wars trip. I might even insert a couple of videos of Jess fitting the snorkel just to show you.
I'm not much of a YouTuber when Lockie's not around, but I try. Whoa! Hey guys, Lockie's still away in Tassie. It's a Sunday here, and through the week I got some packages from Fat Bars, which I've been very excited to fit, so I thought I couldn't wait, and I'm going to give it a go at fitting them today. I'm very excited to see what it looks like. Woohoo! I like it. Very nice.
She started off by removing the old snorkel and airbox. She had a couple little hiccups, but she managed to get it off.
Come on. I don't think that's even... Oh, maybe I'm tightening it. Oh, no wonder Lockie doesn't let me help him. Oh my God. Don't put that in there, Lock, if you're watching.
Don't impress me much. So you got the brains, but I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That don't impress me much.
So happy with how the snorkel turned out. It definitely is scary putting a hole into your car when you don't really have any second chances, but the airbox is looking good. I have done these up tight, but not super tight, as that was the instructions. But I feel like it's looking pretty good. Fat Bars did have easy instructions with their installation. A snorkel and an airbox at the same time is pretty straightforward, but it still can get a little bit hard. I feel like I didn't realise, like, trying to get your hands in everywhere, like, it obviously is harder than it always looks, but I give it to Lockie and people like my dad who are mechanics every day. You do so well, but I feel like it has been fun to do, but I definitely think I'll wait for Lockie to be around next time. But I'm pretty happy with it. It looks pretty cool, but I'm excited to go for a drive and test it out. If you haven't already, make sure you jump online and have a look at Lockie's awesome merch. He has a few different designs now. He's worked so hard on getting these done and online for everyone after the 4-wheel drive show, so I hope everyone goes checks them out. They're pretty cool. I was wearing this one earlier, but this is one of the hoodie and shirt designs, so you can get them both, but awesome AS color. Love them. Make sure you go buy one. Woo!
Kiss your car goodnight.
We've got the wheels as well off my Gold Ute. Like I said to Jess when we were buying this car,
That was the ideal.
Yeah, that was the ideal. We looked at it and it was an old grandpa car, and just like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, trust the process. Like, I'm like, I'll give you my wheels. You can put them on straight away. So.
And it was good not to, like, the whole point of buying the car was not to go and spend too much money on fitting it out, because we obviously wanted to put the money into the house We took the old.
Oh yeah, we took the old man Bullbar off and we just literally put the bumper on. I actually used to have this bumper for when my Bullbar wasn't fully ADR compliant. Jesso's got the defect bumper on at the moment, but yeah, that'll be coming off today.
And we've got some new plates, which is exciting, that will fit today with the new Bullbar, so that's cool.
We actually went over to WA for New Year's and we took a rental car, so that was exciting.
It's a very nice rental car.
Yeah, it was a very nice rental car. It was a 300 series from 4 Exploring Rentals. One of my friends, Dylan, actually had done it a few years ago and he recommended it to us ages ago. He was telling us all about it, and yeah, Jess wanted to go to Monkey Mire to see the dolphins. And
insert some dolphins.
Insert some dolphins. Yeah, gave them a call and we ended up actually taking one of their full drives, and it was really good because then we could go on the beach and actually go and check out everything else. We didn't do any hard fall driving, but we went places that you couldn't go in a little camper van. So,
but it was nice because they've set it up so good that they do have the bush wraps and things. Like, we could go on the beach and go through all the scrubby little bushes and stuff and not, well, I still stressed about it, but you didn't have to stress. Like, they actually have made it so you can try, and if you haven't done it before or you want to go, you don't actually have to worry, and they literally thought of everything.
You can do a Coles click and collect, and they'll actually pack all the food and the beers in the fridge and everything for you. So you pretty much just fly in and jump in and you're good to go. Monkey Mire is probably one of the coolest places I reckon I've ever been to.
It's our favourite place now.
It's our favourite place, and I'm sure a lot of you will already know, man, Jess got engaged.
Future Mrs. Poole.
At Monkey Mire, so some of you might have already seen that on Instagram, but if you haven't seen it, yeah, we're now
It was very
engaged.
special.
Yeah.
So we pretty much came straight back home, got back into work, and then the couple of weekends since we've been home, we've been ripping out the garden and getting ready for the shed.
Very excited. So, all right, let's get to Raslar and get this bar work on, because I think Jesso's pretty excited.
Woohoo!
So we're back here at Raslar Engineering. For those of you that don't know, Raslar is based here in Victoria. It's a family-owned business. It's all Australian-made, and they're mainly known for their bull bars, rear bars, and other kinds of four-wheel drive protection. Here's the man himself. What's going on?
Oh, keen to get into it.
Yeah.
Very excited to get this one done.
I'm very excited too.
It's been a bit of a wait, hasn't it?
It has been wait. Not Rob's fault. Like, we've been busy. Rob's been busy. It just went past on a pallet. There it is over there.
Here comes the other missing link.
It looks like it matches. No grandpa indicators anymore.
Look at that. Let's get it in the shed, Jesso.
Raslar. You know how they do those
Oh,
videos? Raslar.
Alright, so we've got the car in here on the hoist. Let's go.
Rip her apart.
Rip her apart, everything's over there on pallets. I'm going to let Rob and the boys sort of tackle this one. I don't want to get in their road and make it harder for them. We're going to go for a little drive and we'll come back when it's a bit closer to done.
Yep.
So the boys got stuck into ripping off the old bumpers and fitting up the new bar work. In the meantime, we borrowed Link's chopped 105 series and headed off to kill some time around town.
Let's go, girls.
Excited?
Very excited.
Come on. I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling alright. Gonna let it all hang out. Wanna make some noise, really raise my voice. Yeah, I wanna scream and shout. No inhibitions, make no conditions. Get a little out of line. I ain't gonna act politically correct. I only wanna have a good time. The best thing about being a woman is the prerogative to have a
So we're out of the shed and what do you reckon?
Done. What a transformation.
Looks pretty good. It looks a bit different to a few hours ago when we pulled in here.
Yep. No,
So,
very, very happy with it. I love this colour.
So this is the new Dallas bar.
Yep.
This is what, the second one?
This is the second one.
So this was meant to be the first one.
Yep.
But we didn't actually get it done straight away. So
no, our dates didn't line up, so I ended up putting one on the blue one first. But
yeah,
this one's actually had a few more little updates than the other one.
So originally when I needed a new bull bar for my gold ute because I ran into some dramas with the cops, first hit up Rob, I talked about what we could do with different designs and making it aggressive and stuff. And this was his first thing. He's like, oh, yep, I've got it sorted. The new Dallas bar, we'll put one on your ute. It'll be good as. And I'm like, can I put a high mount winch in it? And he's like, oh, probably not. So yeah, obviously we couldn't fit the high mount winch in this style of bull bar.
And I feel for the gold ute, the one that's on it now is the appropriate bar.
That's it.
And as I call it, young bloke bar.
Yeah.
And this is a more classy, like, run of the mill, don't want to call it old bloke bar, but still it's as aggressive as you can get sort of in a sheet metal bar.
I feel as if they've both got their purpose. Like my one is made for a big winch and for, what I do with it. Whereas this is made to be a bit more, it sits back a lot further. It's better.
Is super snug. Tube bar's always going to be the strongest. There's nothing tube is what it is. But look, this still has, we kept the little dip in here and all that in the wing and all that. Try and still, that was inspired by that
righto.
This is still 4mm wing and all that. We've tried to make it as sort of still stronger than your average one.
Yep.
But yeah, super snug.
Instead of doing a flare cut, you've actually brought around this flare here, which is...
the first one we made, we did a flare cut and I'm like, no one's going to want to do that on a new one. And then I'm like, let's just try. We're worried it'd look too wide, but
yeah,
you don't even notice it.
No, I think it ties in really nicely. And like you said, like who wants to do a flare cut? And even just having that cut edge with a bit of pinch,
it looks super tidy. And they look so much better, just that little bit up and over everything. Just hides all the mess.
Well, and that's another thing that I didn't even realise, but you've brought this up to the level of the headlight as well, so which is something that I've always thought that these...
lets this bit get more open, because, and Mr. Plod loves that.
Yeah, well, that's right. But also, a lot of the 79 bars, this wing doesn't match the angle of the headlight.
And a little bit of angry in the headlight hoop. So it's amazing that tiny little bit.
Yeah.
It's bugger all, but it just makes such a difference.
Yeah.
We changed the height of this like 3 times.
Yep.
And made, I think, 4 top tubes just like, it needs a little bit more. I reckon it looks killer. I'm so excited to just finally get it on.
Yeah. And you got Jesso's name in the side steps. We didn't actually even ask for
surprise.
That. Yeah.
I didn't even know about it. Lincoln had just done it without even asking. So
well, Jesso loves it. She's actually holding the camera right now, so she'll be back in a sec. This rear bar, this was like we asked. You said what do you want on the back, so
So obviously, you can put any combination. So that obviously will take 2 jerrys or a jerry in a gas bottle. We've got the shelf that goes above, water tanks that can bolt on. You can chop and change. I'll show you the wall of the different options, so if you want to change it later, but that's the beauty of that. You can just bolt them off and bolt whatever you want on. So yeah, it's just a standard carry. So obviously that one's modular. This one, 35-inch tyre. So you can obviously be twin wheel and stuff as well. This is a new, what we call a V2 bar, so the updated lights and that. This one's got a new plug and play, like that was direct plug into the Toyota.
Yeah, I've seen that. That was really cool.
Which was sick. Obviously side hoops. These are just up higher than our old school one, I guess. Still recovery points, 4mm wing, 8mm wing base back to the rail, so super strong. So more of a hardcore rear bar than what we still make our traditional one. But this one, I think this will, like all of the V2 ones, have just phased the old one out once we started making it.
Yeah.
It's a completely different car now. It looks more the part.
Yeah, it's crazy. In just a few hours, they've completely transformed it. If you want to look at any more of this stuff, get on the Draslars website. It's made here in Melbourne, Australian made. So check it out. Cheers.
No worries.
Back in the shed now, it's time to start fitting up a few more accessories. First up, we have a set of MSA rear drawers, which we got through Outback Equipment. To fit the drawers, first we had to disassemble them by removing the top section and the drawers themselves.
Oh, it's like a jacket button. Hasn't been to Cape York.
Like brand new, no red dirt. First time we've had the floor out.
We could just put a mattress in here instead.
We could. The first step was to pull the drawers out and the tops off them, which allows you to get to the mounting bolts down there. So pretty well. We've taken the carpet out. We've got 2 frames here, and there's also some brackets that need to be bolted to the side of them. And I'd assume that we've got to work out the positioning of them before we go drilling any holes. So we'll
It's going to look like that.
It's going to look like that, yeah.
In 1 hour. We went with the MSA drawers because I hate when you just see a drawer or two and there's all the gaps, like they haven't made sure it fits the car. So this one is designed to fit the 76. So I'm very excited.
So it has the
It looks silly otherwise.
infill panels to go around the edges, which are actually made for Jess's car.
It's going to look neat. I also think it's so annoying when you're driving and things, if stuff falls down there, like why wouldn't you want the no gaps?
Yeah, and that's
And we
it.
can pop rack recovery or anything in the sides, like straps or anything.
And I mean, we probably could have made our own pieces, like got some cheap drawers and made our own bits, but like this is going to be a real nice finish, isn't it?
Like the car.
First we need to install the side wings, and then we can get the drawer frame sitting in the car ready to drill some holes.
So we're just trying to make sure everything actually fits and works before we go doing it all up. So maybe I'll get inside and watch as you shut the doors. All right, clearance check. So that all looks pretty good. So the instructions actually say a measurement from there to there, 55 mil. So basically now we've got to go and drill holes through the actual floor and mount all the bolts.
Now we've drilled and bolted the frames in, we can reinstall the drawers and the top covers.
How good is that? They look pretty solid.
But they feel so sturdy, they're nice.
This is what we were talking about earlier, how it fills into the side. It's actually pretty neat around there, and still gives you access to these tie points. It's also got another one there. I assume that's a tie point.
It's a lot less mucking around without having to try and make them ourselves.
100%, and it all looks really nice and fits nicely in there. So we'll, I suppose we'll flip that seat back up and have another look. Hopefully it still goes up. Jess has actually got her, what is it? It's a 60 litre, I think, angle. We were gonna get an MSA fridge slide for that fridge, but for that particular model, it ends up slightly too long and you actually can't fit it in there. So
If we had a back seat, it wouldn't fit.
Yeah, if you pull the back seat out, it fits. So the only real option there was to use a different fridge, or we're just gonna put it in there, aren't we? And just not have a slide, which
And
is
it's
what...
annoying because I think all the drop slides were also for ones that open forward, like weren't good for ones that open to the side.
Now the drawers are finished, it's time to fit up a few more bits and pieces that we got in our order from Outback Equipment, along with the drawers and a roof rack, which we'll get to a bit later on.
So on the bench here, we've got the dual battery bracket. This is a projector one, and we've just got a normal voltage sensitive relay. And we've got this accessory socket. It's yours, Jesso.
It's going in the back.
So you got to think about, I guess, that panel.
Well, that panel's going to move.
That comes off. So even actually, do you want to show how they lift off? Perfect. So they just like click in. The next panel also comes off, and all these come off. So
it's my birthday on Friday. What do you think Lockie's got me for my birthday? 4-inch exhaust.
you said no car parts.
Yeah, I did say no car parts for birthday and Christmas presents because that's all Lockie would get me. I feel like a girl needs some jewelry sometimes. We noticed that if we put it on one of these, it was going to be a bit awkward with the plugs. Plus, if we
Plus all the wires are going to end up hidden in here. We could probably actually run them down there.
It'll be easier.
And this can have no wires in this area.
And then we thought if we pop it on top of these that can come off, it might also be really annoying if we do need to get in there to get the jack.
Oh yeah, it wasn't sitting flat.
Looks good.
Perfect. If that's going to annoy us how far that sticks out, because this is an angle plug, you can just unscrew them and we can change that to an angle plug, which will make that a lot shorter.
Oh, no wonder we couldn't have a draw feature.
Yeah, so that's why we couldn't. So Jesso's got the Outback Explorer clear top bags here, which come from Outback Equipment. You wouldn't believe it. But we've already used these. We actually, these were meant for Jesso's car for this exact purpose, but we used them on our Fraser trip in my Gold Ute, so.
Well, we wouldn't probably put all of them in there anyway. They'd stack up.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't waste all this space. I feel like you'd make that more pantry.
We've got the pots and pans set in there and a few other bits from Outback Explorer. I've also got a Kincrome toolkit for Jesso, which we haven't unboxed yet, but that's going to live in the back of this car, probably in the drawer. So how good's that? So these are Jesso's new pots. We haven't got the pan because the pan it's in my ute.
This is why we have to have 2 sets of everything, and Lockie's already made it gross.
So I've got my own pan and now Jesso's going to have her own one. So these ones are
and these have little containers tops too. When you finish cooking, you can put the lid back on instead of having to worry about flies.
The roof rack Jesso's gone with is a Rhino Rack Pioneer platform with the backbone mounting system, which you'll see in a minute, looks a little nicer than the standard legs that most racks use along the sides.
I've just finished mounting the second battery tray down in there. This is a very simple, cheap setup. That was a projector battery tray, and I have got a projector smart isolator mounted up on here. And you'll also see I've made up this small wire which can be put onto this here, and I've showed Jesso. So if she ever gets a flat battery, she can put that on there. That's a manual override, that one. So this car is older. It doesn't have a smart alternator, so it's very easy to do this form of charging. Basically, all that is an isolator that connects the 2 batteries together. And once they're connected, the start battery and alternator will charge the second battery. It's very simple. The smart isolator works off voltage. So at 12.8 volts or normal resting volts, it's isolated, so the 2 batteries aren't connected. But once the car starts and the alternator starts charging, volts go up to over 13 volts. That isolator goes, oh, alternator's charging, connects the batteries together, and the alternator charges both batteries then. But with that little wire, what I just showed you before, that manually overrides it. So if you ever have a flat battery, so start battery won't start the car, that will connect the 2 and the car will start off the other battery. So the only catch with doing this is you want to make sure the wiring is good enough to start the car. So when we get to wiring that in, we'll be using the biggest recommended cable we can for that. I believe this is a 100 amp isolator, so I'll wire that up later, but you just get the idea. And also with the battery, it takes the same battery as the start one, which I actually had this start one in there before, just to make sure it fitted all up, see where I could mount stuff around it. This is just an X-side standard size for a cruiser, and they sell these at Bunnings. They're actually pretty cheap there. So we got the same ones in the runner for the 24 volt winch. So I just swing past Bunnings, grab another battery and bang it in there. And there is your simple, cheap dual battery setup. All right, time to do this roof rack. What do you reckon?
30 minutes.
30 minutes install time.
Apparently.
Before we can put the roof rack on, we have to install the backbone rail system. We measured up the gutters on the car first, and then we set it up so hopefully it fits straight on and will be perfectly centered. Bit more, work. I reckon that'll be better.
That looks good from the roof, from the end of this car, end of the car.
I'm gonna finish those by hand because I don't want to overdo it, but you want them to be tight. Jess is like, is that when you see the people doing gunshot and their whole thing comes off? That wasn't supposed to happen. That's when you don't do these up tight.
Does that mean we're going to gunshot?
Yeah.
With the roof rack now fitted up, it's time to take it outside and see how it looks.
Who thought they were pretty smart, but you've got being right down to an art. You think you're a genius, you drive me up the wall. You're a regular, original, know-it-all.
All right, so that's pretty much us done. We've got a couple other things we've got to do. We've got some wiring up to do, and also car's due for a service. So we're actually going to get it in after we finish filming and give it an oil change. But what do you reckon, Jesso?
It looks so good. I'm so happy.
We actually worked out that these drawers also have lights in them, so that's what the wires are for, and we just roughly tested that, so they look pretty cool, so we're going to wire them up as well. But another thing with the MSA drawers is they are ADR compliant and crash tested, so whether this is important to you or not, just so you know, these ones are, and they come with a little piece of paper to say it. So what's the next thing we're going to do to the car?
Hopefully go on a trip.
Hopefully go on a trip. I agree.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bit of fun. So
now that I've been driving around a few weeks with the new bar work, I wanted to thank Rob and Stella at Razzler. They've done such a good job, and so many people were happy with the two-tone colour. Obviously matching the car, that made a huge difference, and I just love the way it looks. It looks so good.
I think it's come up really good. So yeah, stoked with the outcome, and I'm glad that Jess is stoked with it too.
Yes.
If you have enjoyed watching this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see this car on tour or anything else on this, make sure you subscribe.
Bye.
All right, but that